Hi, another movie I watched this weekend was Shadowlands, a 1983 story directed by Richard Attenborough about the relationship between C.S. Lewis and Joy Gresham, the American poet with whom he developed a relationship late in life after being a lifelong bachelor. It's a very gentle, soft pedal story, very much lacking in any over elaborate displays of emotion. Lewis is portrayed as a successful writer, a highly respected academic in Oxford University, living in a cottage outside the city with his brother, a retired army officer, and happens to meet Gresham, who introduces herself during a visit to the UK because her son is a big fan of the Chronicles of Narnia. They develop a rapport and slowly turns into a relationship. Gresham decides to stay in the UK to get away from her abusive husband, and purely as a matter of convenience, Lewis agrees to marry her in a registry office to ensure that she can stay in the UK. Lewis, however, is, importantly, devoutly Christian. His faith is a major element of the story. He's repeatedly seen giving a speech about how he believes God has created suffering as a way for us to understand each other better, to connect with each other far more. However, this faith is inevitably tested when Gresham becomes ill. They establish their relationship more securely with Lewis proposing a real marriage for her, and they get married in hospital. But he starts to fear the prospect of now having to live without her. Hopkins is superb as Lewis, and Hopkins is superb in everything. That's really not a surprise. He gives gravitas and magnetism to even the crappiest of blockbusters he stars in. I thought Debra Winger was excellent as Joy, and it was interesting to see in the supporting roles so many faces I see on television from archive TV, but rarely in movies. The brother is played by Edward Hardwicke, best known for playing Dr. Watson in the 1980s Sherlock Holmes TV series, and I don't think I've ever seen a single film with him in. There are various other noted actors in supporting roles who I just don't see that much in movies, like John Wood, and many others. Norman Bird has a very brief cameo as well-known TV player in many roles. But it's a gentle film, a languid film that doesn't have any illusions about rushing or galloping through narrative. It takes its time, it's slow, it's gentle. It's very much following the rhythms of Lewis's own day-to-day life. Lecturing, writing, chatting with his brother as he reads the newspaper. And it feels strange that Attenborough should direct this the same year that he starred in Jurassic Park. But I liked it quite a bit. It's something that's quite a change of pace. I think Attenborough is very much a director of the older school, so he was very much more concerned with character and tone rather than galloping plot or anything like that. Clearly a man of great feeling, having directed the likes of A Bridge Too Far and Gandhi and Cry Freedom, and very much a progressive force in British cinema. This is something of a step back, a smaller, more gentle, less demonstrative film than some of his previous work, but still nevertheless an interesting one and certainly an engaging one.